got at least a year and a half until this one's gone. And that's really scary to me. Like, I wonder what stage of life I'll be at when I use the rest of that. Honestly, they're essential, and if you don't know and if you have the kind of same opinion that I did, they're definitely worth it, and they're definitely like a very good purchase that I bought. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, as you can see by the title, we're doing a PLOUISE haul. I'm super excited for this video. Honestly, they had a Black Friday sale on for like a week and I went crazy. I was so happy because last year actually was the first order I placed on the Black Friday sale. So I'm so excited to do it again this year, and honestly they have so many sales throughout the year, so don't worry if you obviously are watching this. Obviously the sale has ended now. I got it delivered like 2 days ago and it ended on that day anyway, so I wouldn't be able to get this video out in time regardless. So next time there is one, obviously you can revert back to this video and give you some ideas of anything you might like to get. I absolutely love the brand so much, and a lot of this stuff I've just bought again because I love, and I'm just here to show you everything that I did pick up. So before we start the video, make sure to subscribe down below, hit the like button and turn on the bell so obviously you don't miss out on any future videos. I'm aware like obviously you might not see every single video unless the bell is on, so make sure you do hit that because I've got so many Christmassy ideas coming up and I'm so excited to share them all with you. So I really hope you do enjoy it, and I'm going to get straight into the video. So I actually got 2 boxes delivered. So we've got a smaller box and a larger box. They're all packaged in the Black Friday boxes, which I think is super cute. They've obviously made a personal touch to the fact that it's in the sale as well, rather than just sending you like a normal packaging. So I'm just going to go through everything. First up, I actually don't think this like fits properly. First up, I got this kind of like letter parcel. This is just one of their packagings, and it normally fits the metallic bases in. I think that's what it came out for Valentine's Day. Not entirely sure, but they just basically pop like your paints or your bases in if you buy a few. So ideally it would close like that, and it's got like the little stamp thing, which I think is so cool and so personal. Picked up a lot of the acid rain paints, which are normally around $14.50 and they were just £4 something. Honestly, like I use them all the time, so for something that I use all the time, for it to be like £10 off, it was crazy. So first up, I picked up 3 of the nitro paints, which is just one of the names of the shades, and they're basically like, I use them to cut my crease, but they're like a matte formula, so they dry within 60 seconds, and they look quite thick on the eye, but they don't feel very heavy. They're thicker than the bases. Use these for blush as well. I probably wouldn't use this shade, but obviously like you can do what you want with them. They just obviously dry in 60 seconds. It's a completely different formula, but I love the paint so much. I'm going to pop some pictures on the screen of where I've used the PLOUISE paints. Obviously not this shade because I haven't actually used it yet. They are like quite small. They last you a long time because you really don't need much, but it also like I like to have multiple, just from the point of view that it was £4 not 14, and I get a lot of use out of them. So by the time, it's probably never going to be £4 until the next Black Friday sale, so they'll last me till then hopefully. So it basically is this beautiful shade here. It's kind of like a deep teal turquoisey, kind of looks like an award. Obviously I don't really need to get them all out, but I got 2 others in the same shade. And then I picked up Glow Girl. Again, I haven't tried this shade yet. I have got Raver, which is the bright pink, but I'd say this was more of like a purpley pink, but it's literally so beautiful. They do actually match up to the colour on the bottle, so it is very realistic what I'm showing you anyway. Then I picked up Ecstasy, and this is like the deepest purple, and apparently it's kind of a little bit like blue. It's like a really deep purpley blue, and it kind of looks like that. I absolutely love them for cutting the crease. I actually think they're quite good for your first shade as well, so if I was just like popping it here, then obviously I can go in with like a deeper colour and it would show up more. I don't think I have an eyeshadow this exact shade. I've got lots of purples and lots of blues, but they're not that shade, so I could obviously use that and then blend out with it. So I'm kind of creating another colour for myself, and obviously you can actually mix them, so I could mix this with a base, or because I actually tend to mix the paints with the bases and cut my crease, because then I find it's a little bit less thick. And then I got the absolute amazing blank canvas. This actually was still £7, so I actually only picked up one because obviously I think it's the most popular one of the whole collection, along with the base shade 2. I think they're the most popular products that they own, so obviously it's going to be a little bit more. So I just got another one of those. And then I picked up Your Glowing Metallic Base, which I'm going to put up a picture. It's kind of did it like that, and I'm going to pop the picture up, which I'm on about. But I used the Worldy palette for the picture, and I used this for the first time, and I was actually really unsure when I first bought them. I didn't really know how they worked, but after trial and error and like using the right brushes, I figured out and I absolutely loved them. So I decided to get one of these because I love how it's got like the gold. But then first up, I'm going to just show you the Crisp Finish paints. So I actually picked up two. These are my favourite. Well, I haven't tried the greeny one, but I've tried the blue and it's my favourite of every single paint that I own. I even prefer it to blank canvas. So that is what they look like. I tear it down. And it basically comes exactly the same kind of shape as the Acid Rain. And it's so beautiful. And then it comes with a brush, which I think is so nice. And this was actually £10. Which is really good considering it includes a brush, because normally I think the brushes on their own are about £7. And I just think it's so nice. And this looks so nice. I didn't get it to start with because I wasn't sure if I prefer the blue or the green, so I got the blue and I loved it. Obviously it's the same formula, but you know what I mean. So that is the shade of the brush, and I absolutely love these brushes. I think it's the it's the 7072 brush, which is really good for cut creases. I absolutely love it. It's very similar to the Acid Rain yellow brush, which is my favourite. And it's honestly, it looks amazing. I really wish I got this before now because I didn't realise it was going to be this green in real life. I can't wait to try it. It looks so nice. So I'll let you know how I get on with that. This is honestly dreams. So I basically picked up Cute and Coral, which is my favourite lip shade at the moment. I tend to use it with like a chestnutty or like probably more like the matte cork lip liner shade, and I use this and then I just put a gloss on top, like any gloss, and honestly it looks so nice. I really like it as a cut crease product and I absolutely love it for blush. I use it every single time I do makeup. It's essential, and I'm not actually going to open these ones because I've got one open at the moment, but it's not empty, but I can tell that I've used quite a lot of it, so I did decide to pick 4 up because obviously they were reduced from £10 to £5, and I'm pretty sure they'll probably do another sale soon where they go down again, but I just wanted to pick them up just in case. And I'm getting through these really quickly at the moment, so if I carry on using them for blush and lips every single time I do makeup, they're probably going to go quite quickly anyway. 2 other blusher colours. I've never tried this one. I was actually umming and ahhing before. I didn't know whether Pretentious Peach or Cute and Coral was going to be better for me, but I picked up this. I'm not sure. I think it's more of like a nudie kind of blush. I've got this blush and it's a bit like a bronzer, but it's like more of like a baked bronzer shade. It's called like Bellissimo Bronze. It's from Milani, and I just find I really like to put it on, but it's not like a pinky blush, so I feel like this might be nice when I use that. And it is obviously like a peach, but first impressions it does look a little bit more like a neutral rosy. I wouldn't say it was peach like first impressions. Do you know what, I'm just going to open one because I'm going to use it anyway. So I'm just going to pop a little bit on my hand. Oh, it's beautiful. Do you see what I mean? Like, I'm going to try and just like buff it. I know it's really messy, but I just want to kind of like make it lighter in places so you can see if you really blend it, like the difference that it's going to make. So obviously if you really blend it, it'll look like that, but if you leave it more full coverage, it'll look like that. Like, I can see that they kind of match now, but that does to me look a lot darker than what it is on my hand. But that's fine because obviously I've seen the swatches. Obviously if you don't want to wear makeup, you can just use that, or maybe put like a very light coverage makeup on. Obviously I've got 2 just in case I really love it, and I'll probably use it on my lips, to be honest, because I tend to use a lot of these shades on my lips that I would use on my cheeks. I've got another cheek colour. I've actually tried this before, and it's OTT Orange. I absolutely love it. I actually use it for one of my Halloween looks as well, which is really nice to use for like if you're doing like kind of like not face paint but that kind of vibe. I really like it for blush. It's super nice, and on your eyes and to cut your crease and for your lips. It's just perfect. I love these bases so much. When I first bought them, I bought them last year, and I bought like a few of the blue and the pink ones, and I literally had no idea how to use them. I always preferred the paints. I thought I don't really know the point of the bases, they're just kind of like a colour. Like, that was my impression, I'll be honest. I thought, I've got the base shade 2, I can just put any eyeshadow on top of that, I don't need to buy a base. But I used these to cut the crease, and like I wouldn't be able to cut the crease without them. I couldn't just put like base shade 2 and then cover it with eyeshadow, because then it would go matte. Like, I love the fact I can mix this with any colour, I can make any colour with it, I can make it lighter, I can make it darker, I can use it as blush, and it makes such a difference having liquid blush to just normal powder blush. It really does, because sometimes I don't use powder brush because I don't like my face to be quite matte. I quite like using a lot of cream products, so honestly they're essential, and if you don't know and if you have the kind of same opinion that I did, they're definitely worth it, and they're definitely like a very good purchase that I bought. Rude Boy Red, which is amazing, it's my favourite red lipstick. I've actually got a red lipstick, but it's quite like a matte one. It's a really weird formula, so I really like having this, and then I can put a gloss on top. But I actually am really excited because I've now got every single base apart from Winter Rose. I don't really know why I didn't get it, I wish I had now, but I just thought I've got Popping Pink. I tend to make that lighter with like mixing it with another colour. I'm not really sure why I didn't get it, but I saw it as like a blusher colour and I've already got 3. So I figured out I'd just leave it, but I wish I had. Anyway, pretty much got my base collection apart from one. This is one of the ones I picked up that I haven't tried before. This is called Summer Blues, and when it first came out I was more interested in the Cute and Coral and the Yummy Yellow. This was like the summer drop, and they dropped 3 bases. And I didn't really think it was going to be any different because I've got Banging Blue, which is like a bright blue, but it looks so different, and I'm so excited to try it. And again, picked up Touch of Frost. I haven't tried this either. And this is more like a baby blue, but it's just super cute and I love it. I've been using this a lot on my lips recently and on my eyes, and I just love it. It's one of my favourite bases that they do because it's quite like a baby yellow. It's like a very light pastel-y yellow. And then I picked up Green with Envy, which again I was really unsure about because I thought I've got hint of mint, but I didn't think it would be that much different, and I thought it would actually be a lot darker, but I actually think this is lighter from what I've seen than the hint of mint, so I'm so excited to try this because obviously it's pastel-y, and I think it looks super nice for like green eyeshadow looks, or maybe like a neutral, or in the waterline, because obviously you can use these in the waterline as well, or on my lips. Like if I was going really adventurous, I think it would be so cool. I picked up 2 of the bases in Rumour 6. I've actually been using, I kind of wish I picked these up. For contour I tend to use Rumour 6, Rumour 5 and Rumour 8. And I've been using Rumour 5 a lot recently for a more like natural makeup, because obviously I've stopped really bronzering my head and putting contour on my forehead. I've been using the Rumour 5 just on my cheeks, just so it gives me a little bit like of a bronze, but it's not like too defined, because if I want it to be more natural. So I picked up 2 of the 6, which again absolutely love. Really good for contour. Obviously you could use them as a lipstick as well, you could use them for eyeshadow base. Like honestly they're amazing, so I just thought I'd top up on those 2. Again, everything, all the bases were £5, so it was a really good deal to get a few of them. So I picked up Ibiza and Raver. I knew there was another one that I picked up, I forgot what the name was. I've actually got Ibiza before. It's like a lilac-y purple, and I've used this many times, so I picked up another one of those. I was a bit scared that they were going to discontinue them because it was such a good deal. I'm not sure if they will. Hopefully not, because I love them. This is Raver. This is a bright pink, and I just got another one of those because I have actually used it quite a lot, but I'm excited to use Glow Girl to see the difference, because I know it's like a deeper pink, so I'll probably have a lot of fun with that. And then I bought another You're Glowing because again I did it in the first order and I was like, I wish I got 2, so I got 2. Now I've actually had this before and it's not empty, but I can, like, if I squeeze it I feel like I've used quite a lot. This is the P. Louise base 330ml version, but basically why I got this was I use this every single day. I use it for foundation and concealer, eyeshadow base primarily. I use it for lips. It's amazing. It's like my favourite product of them all. I think it really is my favourite product ever. Literally just been talking and it wasn't even recording, and I've never done that before. This one on the left is the one I've used. They kind of look a little bit different in colour, but they're exactly the same. I think this is just a bit older. You can see how much I've used now. There's hardly any product at the top when I squeeze it, like there really isn't. But this is actually a lighter shade, so just pretend it's the same shade. A lot more comes out at once rather than this one doesn't. I completely understand that obviously if you're using an eyeshadow base for it, you don't really need like a massive one unless you're using it all the time like I am. Like I said, I would probably get through this in a week. I think I used this, half of it, for like one Halloween look. And it does actually last people a long time if you're just using it for your eyeshadow, but I use it for concealer, foundation, and imagine the amount of foundation that you normally like get out to do your foundation. That's how much obviously I'm using of the base, so it's a lot better for me to have a bigger one. I find it a lot easier to work with than the smaller one. Obviously it's much easier to get out. I don't really want to be using a whole tube because I feel like, one, it's probably a waste of packaging and recycling and all of that will last me a very long time when I do get around to using this. I'll probably have this next year. I've got at least a year and a half until this one's gone, and that's really scary to me. Like, I wonder what stage of life I'll be at when I use the rest of that. Honestly, the sales were amazing. That was everything I did get from the PLOUISE sale. I really hope you did enjoy. Let me know down below your favourite thing that I did get, something that you've bought yourself, if you did actually buy anything from the sale at all, like over the week. So yeah, that is the end of the video. I really hope you did enjoy. Make sure to stay tuned for tomorrow's upload and make sure to catch up on the rest of the days before this, because obviously this isn't the first one, so you do actually have 12 days of hauls. I just think obviously you are focusing a lot more on that brand and taking into consideration everything you did get. And obviously it kind of makes the video a bit shorter as well, and I don't want every single video to be really long. It's gonna go that way if I keep on talking. So that is everything from me. I really hope you did enjoy, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!